The reason I put this here is because it's your basic romance film but has a twist. You have your main protagonist, Jodie, without an A, and she's very uncomfortable with her height and thinks she'll never find love, even though she's just a bit taller than the average person, but we're going to run with it. That will all change when an exchange student walks in called Stig. Shit happens, and the ending's just the icing on the fucking cake, mate. It's really bad. Like, from start to finish, it is pretty bad towards just a person who, a wee lassie that is taller than the average person. That makes no sense. The ending doesn't make sense. The whole thing does not make sense. Why? Why was this a thing? Tall Girl is a really bad movie. It's okay if you just want to shove it on, just to have it on the background, but to watch, it's definitely not a watch. Definitely not a watch. What can I say about this film? It's shit. Don't watch it. Don't look at it. Moving on. This film isn't that bad. It could have reached okay tier if it wasn't so cringy. I don't really have much to say about this apart from it's like a copy and paste of Fast and the Furious. Even though Fast and the Furious is much more better than Need for Speed in my opinion. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it like that. That's all. Moving on. This one is a little odd, as the female protagonist is far too clingy and doesn't know how to move on, and the male protagonist just gets along with life. But at the end of the movie, for some reason, I don't really know why, but they end up getting together romantically for some reason. It's a pretty strange film. As your typical danger, you would have a person or a demon for that matter, but it's actually just a demon fog slash mist that takes people for some reason. We don't know where the heck this mist thing's come from. It's just popped out of nowhere and started raising havoc within town. So yeah, we don't know where it's come from. Pretty much every person within the town is pretty gormless of what the heck's going on. This one completely threw me off guard, as I thought it was just a typical zombie movie, but well, after I think it was about 10 minutes, it's been a while since I've seen this, but after about the 10-minute mark, your protagonist bursts out a song. Yep, you heard me correctly. It's a musical. Musical within a zombie apocalypse. So if you do like either or if you like both, and for some reason that works for you, then yeah, you'll like this movie. Bit weird to have a musical within a zombie apocalypse, but if it's for you, it's for you. I thought it was alright. Yeah. This is another zombie movie, but this one is slightly different. It's not like your last entry with a musical. This one has got an energy drink. Yes, an energy drink. You heard me correctly. A freaking energy drink as the virus, I would say. I mean, if you put the virus in the energy drink, then fair enough, it makes sense. But the only thing is, the zombies aren't particular zombies. I mean, they look like zombies, but in the conscience of a zombie, no, they act like a normal human being who's, you know, on some weird rage thing. I'm literally lost for words trying to explain this bloody movie because it's so strange. You don't know what the heck's going on. And it takes place in an office, and only an office, not actually outside in the whole world. It's just in one particular office, which that makes no sense. But if you kind of like that kind of thing, then give it a watch. I mean, it was okay, it was cringeworthy, it's just weird. This is your typical romance movie, but I found it a little weird, as if you were on the good stuff, hint hint, wink wink. But if you surpass all that, it's pretty much an okay movie. It's hard to pass all of that due to that shoved in your face for the entire of the movie. This one's a bit like the Marvel superhero movie franchise, but the special effects that threw me off due to the come through more laughable. Disclaimer, the film is in German and I'll show you in the next clip how to change it into the English language. There's also different languages that you could choose if you're not English or if you don't speak German as well. Once you've opened Netflix and you've clicked on the thing you would like to watch, if you look on the top right of your screen, you'll be able to see a speech bubble. Once you click on that speech bubble, you'll be able to add subtitles or audio to your desired language. This movie is it's pretty good. It's definitely got some humour towards it. It's not cry laugh kind of movie, but it does send a chuckle somewhere down with some of the jokes. Some of the comedians that they have within the film I do like. I do like comedians, don't get me wrong. I mean, when they actually make you cry laugh, it's even better. But all in all, it's a pretty good movie. So yeah, give it a watch if you want to have a bit of a laugh. This film is about two disconnected sisters. I don't think they've seen each other since childhood, but the parents had phoned each one of them asking can they come to the house and clean out their bedrooms due to that they were moving abroad and going to sell the house fairly soon. The sisters do eventually decide to agree with coming to the house, and instead of cleaning out the bedrooms, they're going to have one last party to end all parties before the house is up for sale. All in all, it's a pretty good movie. Again, like the last entry that we just had, it's pretty laughable. It's not as funny as the last one what we just had, but it's pretty funny. It has some kind of laughter towards it a little bit. So yeah, give it a watch. What can I say about this apart from that it's completely full of pop culture references, visual objectives. If you're a gamer or if you love the action-packed style movies, then my god, you need to watch this movie. It's so beautiful. Wow, I mean, you be gormless at all the pretty. You literally just pausing it like every damn second, trying to watch everything what's going on. Like even some of the characters that they have in here, you have people from like Lara Croft, Sonic the Hedgehog, stuff like that. But they're only on for like a couple of minutes, so you have to like take on everything what's on screen. But all in all, it's a good movie. You definitely would like this one if you do like action-packed movies. So yeah, give it a watch. This one is for all the horror fans out here. I don't really go with horrors myself, nothing like demonic kind of thing, because it's literally not for me. This one, actually, I took a shot. I was like, yeah, why not? I'll shove it on. If I get scared, then I'll turn it off and probably watch something else. But I watched all the way through, so I'm pretty proud of myself to do that. All in all, it's a good movie again, but the jump scares do get you. Some of them do get you, which is quite good because most of the majority you kind of like, I know what's going on. I know what's going to go. There's a person going to hide behind a cupboard or a door or some shit, and then this one, no. They pop out behind you after when you look behind the damn door. But all in all, it's a good movie. Right, this one is a 2019 biographical sports comedy drama film. It's also based on the 2012 documentary The Wrestlers. And I actually didn't know that until I looked it up. So yeah, if you do like wrestling, then this pretty much is for you. The protagonist wanted to be in the WWE career professionally, And I think it's at the end of the movie. I haven't seen this for a long time, like, but I remember quite vividly that she does become a wrestler, a professional wrestler. So yeah, it's a pretty good movie if you're telling me. This film takes place in the year 2073, and instead of having one main protagonist, it's up to 7 sisters as the protagonists. One of the sisters actually goes missing, and it's up to the other 6 to go and track her down. I'm sure they have tracking devices in some part of the body, or if they have a cell phone with a tracking device or something. But it goes to like the main hub, like the property where they live, to indicate to see where the sister is and what they're doing, where they're going, all that, just for safety precautions because of the government, the situation that they're in. There's 7 sisters and you're only allowed 1 per household, due to that the overpopulation within the year that takes place. The all in all, the movie is really good, I would say, but that's it. That's what I see. I find it really good. It is action packed as well. Like if you like action packed movies. This film is about a family in the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, which is based on true events. This is one of those heartbreaking movies that is hard to watch, yet you feel compelled not to look away from the screen. It's really hard to watch. Like at the beginning, like the first like 5 to 10 minutes, it's straightforward, happy as Larry, perfect family, you could say. They're just enjoying the holiday, and then a tsunami just hits like that, and within seconds, you're literally from a grade 10 to a -1 within split seconds. I literally got no words for this apart from it's one of those movies that you must see, and it's probably one of the heart-wrenching movies that you probably will cry about it, even if if you don't actually cry about movies, one of those persons that don't cry. This movie is about a group of men that literally through from when they were kids to all up to adulthood, they play the game of tag, but I'm pretty much sure we call it TIG here in Britain. Might need to correct me in the comments about that one, because I'm pretty sure we do call it TIG, unless it's some part of my brain just assuming that actually we call it TIG. But all in all, the movie is pretty funny. It's not cry laugh funny, but it holds up a smile, I'll give you that. So yeah, if you want to actually have a bit of a laugh, then maybe give this a watch. This movie is about 6 strangers that get invited by a letter. They get a letter posted to them and says, do you want to do a maze that involves mystery rooms, or you have to follow these certain things and solve the equations or the stuff within the room before, well, you can impending doom happens. But they only do it because they're going to get paid quite a lot of money for it. If I actually got invited to that thing, I'd be like, nah, I'm turning around and walking the opposite direction. See you later, bye. But all in all, the movie's pretty good. It's sitting on the edge of your seat type of thing, if you like that type of movie. But it's pretty good. They have to all survive in order to do the tasks, but it's a good movie. If you like that type of thing, then give it a watch. Now, I think everyone has actually heard of this movie, or you've seen it but forgotten the name of it. But it's an all in all good movie. it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a slapstick apocalyptic movie, if you didn't already know, or if you did know, then good on you, I guess. But all in all, it's a really good movie. You should give it a watch. It's pretty funny that they don't actually, like, the protagonists don't actually take notice of what's happening around them. They just kind of like think it's an ordinary day. But yeah, it's an all good movie. Give it a watch.